Hello, hello, hello. I am here. I am here. Good afternoon. It is 6 and change. 6 and change. Let's give it a few minutes. Let's let some folks join in here. We got Benjamin joining us in a minute. Let's give him a minute to join so that we can get the show started. Hello, hello, folks. Hello, folks. I gotta adjust this camera. We are live. I just got a text from Benjamin. He is setting up his laptop. I was hoping he would be on schedule, but life hits us. That is the way. Hello, Apex. Hello, Exotic Cars. Hello, hello, hello. Can someone post a quick message making sure that they can hear me okay? I just quickly attached the audio. So if somebody can give me a quick shout out on the audio, that would be greatly appreciated. I see Benjamin setting up his laptop, so he'll be joining us in a second. All right. Benjamin, if you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. Very nice. All right, let's get the show started. You guys know him. We got Benjamin joining in the show right now. Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, good. Right on, right on. And how was your weekend? Before we start the commotion here.
Well, so far so great. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that came out. Funko, Nika, NECA, Mezco. I mean, there's some really cool things like the Ultimate Friday the 13th figure and different things like that. But I know we're going to talk about hot toys and different things. I know that.
That's all right. That's all right. The audience that we tend to attract, they want to know all the ins and outs on hot toys. But there's nothing wrong with NECA. There's nothing wrong with the smaller action figure companies. Are you familiar with Master Replicas?
Yeah, of course. I have like the Predator, 2 Spear. I have a couple of the Star Wars lightsabers and things like that. Yeah.
I got tipped. I got the segue with Master Replicas is that I got tipped off by a couple people that they filed Chapter 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. That's messed up because they were a small company, and the point is that the smaller toy companies, they are really, this year is important to them. They really have to wow us. They really have to woo you. They really have to. And if you're telling me that NECA is still putting out Friday the 13th again, is that what you just said?
Man, that Nika, I call it Nika.
That's all right.
Friday the 13th Ultimate figure is pretty badass, dude. I mean, they're putting out, okay, look, they're putting out Friday the 13th, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then what they do is that they make an Ultimate figure, and it's even more special. It's like even more cool because of more accessories and everything like that. At a whopping $30.
Oh, more J's and
it's so cool, man. Like I pre-ordered they have the Quint and a Chief Brody from Jaws. The retro figures. I love Jaws. So, like, there's just a ton of, they don't make a lot of Jaws stuff. So.
No, I'm curious. I'm waiting to see their final Jaws product. Hello, folks who are joining in. Horace Ha, Bob Dylan, Anson Vincent. We got the dynamic duos back. Very nice. Hello, everybody. So, if Comic-Con had happened yesterday, would have been the last day, right? And today is Monday. Today is the aftermath. Oh, did I lose you, Benjamin? Oh, I think I lost Benjamin. Benjamin, did I lose you? I lost Benjamin. Danoby and Ben, well, while he gets his connection reestablished, Danoby Ben, you can only choose hot toy figures. What would it be? You're right. I don't. Look, I collect action figures. I love action figures. In fact, while Benjamin is over here reestablishing, I want to show you guys something really interesting. Come on. All right. just to show you, I still love my action figures. Look at that. Look what I got in the mail today, huh? Look what I got. Master Chief review coming up tonight. This is from 1000 Toys. Look at that. This is what I was playing with prior to setting this up. Master Chief. So I do like my action figures, but I like the finer things. I like the shiny things. Oh, we got Benjamin back in here. Man down, man down. There you go. You good?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I can't hear you now. Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
You're
Okay.
back. You're back. Oh, you're good. You're good. So where was I segueing? NECA does Predator. All right, I'm looking at some comments on here. Look at that. Man down. All right. So anyway, where was I segueing? So if Comic-Con would have happened, yesterday would have been the last day, and then Monday would have been the aftermath, and everybody would have discussed and uploaded their videos and so forth. So before we start getting into it, I want to show you a teaser reel that was created by Hot Toys. Pretty much Hot Toys themselves flexing for the audience, kind of showing us what they got. So we're going to show a little video here. It's about 3 minutes. And then after the video, we're going to discuss what we saw. Okay? Huh? Interesting, huh? Hot Toys is a sizzle reel. That's them essentially flexing to the audience. Hey, I was showing you what we got.
Did you do that first video? The whole?
No, that was them. They released that on their website. They released it like 2 days ago, and it has like maybe 500 views. A lot of folks don't follow Hot Toys, they don't know that Hot Toys actually has a YouTube channel. I subscribe to them, and I did get the notification. I thought it was a very interesting a reel. It would, I've never seen them do that before, but it makes sense since we are going through a pandemic. They need to let the audience know that, hey, look, we're still here. These are the products, and hopefully you'll still support us, right? That's what a sizzle reel does, is to get you excited, is to show you the newest and best products that we got. So were you impressed?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you super excited? I don't feel like you're very excited, are you?
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was all right.
I thought it was okay.
For what it is, I think the offerings are very kind of, like I said, we talked about Zombie Iron Man. I think, I think it's cool, but I don't think that there's really anything out there that's really kind of, I know you love Spider-Man, so there's just a crap ton of Spider-Man there, so you're going to go enjoy that. But I really don't feel like there's anything here that they're taking a risk with. Everything's really safe. I do love the little Cos babies, the little the little cars and stuff like that.
You like that? You really
like those? I want to get all of them.
Really?
I really do. I want to get all of them with the motion. That would be so cool with all my DC stuff.
I thought this was more of a niche product for the Asian market, because I'm not that aware that most Americans like this little. It feels very vinyl pop. It feels like landfill, I
think you're only showing the Marvel ones there. You gotta show the DC ones, because they're little cars.
Yes.
And it's like the Batmobile, the Tumbler, and the 89 Batmobile, or the Dark Knight Tumbler, and then they got the
true. Yeah, there's well, I wasn't really gonna focus on the cosplays, but I was able to upload the screenshot there, because this is clearly one of their biggest money makers. I mean, they retail for about $25, and you can kind of get them on side.
50 for the.
Oh, are they 50? Oh, okay,
so for the Batmobile ones. So I don't know about the Marvel ones. I didn't look at those. See,
and this is something maybe that I'm going to look at some comments. Does the American audience, do you like this stuff? I don't. To me, it feels very vinyl pop. It feels, it kind of feels like filler, collectible filler.
I want something different, man. I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
definitely pass on it now. I'm ordering.
You want something. You want something different. There's vinyl pops for you. If you want to build a barricade wall in your bedroom, that's what vinyl pops are there for. They're there for insulation. You want to insulate your walls, then you line them up with vinyl pops. That's what they're.
Man, I got a bunch of pops. I really enjoy every single one of them. From the Mad Max to the Jaws to the freaking Friday the 13th. I mean, there's all different. It's just because it's really just cool little. They're just cool little figures, man. You think I'm crazy,
So here's the problem, right? This is a company, Hot Toys. They've been around for what, 20 years. They just this is their 20th anniversary, right? Mm-hmm. This is something that a lot of collectors have chimed in, where they feel that Hot Toys is stretching themselves thin. Right.
They've been doing Cos babies for a long time. I mean, since the AVP. I remember buying way back when.
What, 4 or 5 years ago, right? They started
before that.
Really?
Oh yeah. When did AVP come out? I have a Cos baby that's an AVP one, girl from AVP. I don't know when that came out.
I kind of feel that this that they gained more steam, with the coming years. It seems like they're flooding the market.
They're cute little guys.
Yeah, but Hot Toys, I don't know. Maybe let me better explain myself. It's Hot Toys are known for their 1/6 scale products, right? And I feel like you're sacrificing the not quality, but the delivery time on certain pre-orders by focusing on other ventures, kind of stretching yourself thin, is what I'm really trying to point at here with that. Maybe they branched off. When you're flooding the market on that little, that teaser reel we just saw, that sizzle reel, we saw like a minute and a half of just Cos babies. Well, what about the Hot Toys? Yeah, right? It was like a minute and a half. It's a 3-minute sizzle reel. Yeah.
But that's all they had to commit. They didn't have anything else to give. So they had to go ahead and do a minute and a half worth of Cause Babies because they didn't have anything else to go ahead and give us.
So are they
It's
running
very
out of
shallow.
yeah? So are they running out of things to market and produce? I find that hard to believe.
I don't think it's that. I just think that they're not willing to go ahead and take a risk on other IPs. They're just kind of just doing. I mean, okay, look, somebody did say in the comments before that they put a lot of work into Zombie Iron Man, which they did. There's a lot of work into that figure.
Yeah,
a lot more than other rehashes like the Whiplash and other things like Spider-Man and things like that. Okay, so I could say that you know, there is a risk with that, but it's going to sell, just like everybody said. The zombie Iron Man's going to sell.
No, you're right. Now, I'm not saying that the Cause Babies aren't going to sell, because when I went overseas, I went to retail stores and locations that were just peppered with Cause Babies. I meant more for the American consumer, or the American collector. Most of us, we tend to really like Marvel, DC, and so forth. And maybe it's a selfish trait from a collector as me. It was like, oh, you know, I've had things on pre-orders now for 2 years now, and I committed to you, Hot Toys, in a relationship, and what I'm getting and what I see is tons of delays and excuses, and focusing on Cause Babies. And before somebody out there puts out we're in a pandemic, that's bull, because they've been on this 2-year bandwagon of pre-orders for quite a bit now. You know,
so
which we segue. This is what we're going to segue now. Is that the 2-year pre-orders the norm now for Hot Toys? Is that what it's come to? You know.
Well, I can tell you this: I waited almost 3.5, almost 4 years. I waited for the Tron Light Cycle, so that's quite a long time.
Did Tron Light Cycle.
Oh, I waited almost 3.5, almost 4 years, man. I never thought I was going to get it. I had them pre-order for so freaking long, and I was waiting for it. I mean, the movie was long gone. Mm-hmm. It was way over. There was no more Tron. They weren't even making another one. I didn't even think they were going to even produce it anymore.
God, that would explain why that Tron Light Cycle was still available, like on most retailers, like around 2015, 2016. I never understood that, but that explains that, because the movie came out in 2010, and if it was it was a 2010 film. And I remember walking into comic book stores, brand new, you can get that Tron Light Cycle on the shelf. This is like around 2015, 2016. I'm like, wow, that's brand new, still on the shelf, and so forth. Let's talk about the teased characters in that scissor reel, right? Let's focus on focus on Star Wars. Let's talk about Obi-Wan, one of the biggest teases. Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Obi-Wan. So we know that that we're getting Anakin on the staff, right?
Yep.
We know we're getting that.
Yeah.
It's on pre-order. We can pre-order it now. I always worry. I always worry about these type of teases, because if there's one thing that Hot Toys they excel at doing is teasing us. They tease us like that X, like that hot X that you love, you know, that bad relationship you're in. It's like, come on, Hot Toys, you know, we're committed to you. Stop teasing us like this. Don't mess with our emotions.
But Danoby, we're not committed to our exes.
Well, it's a bad metaphor, but you know, like if you're not married and you're in a relationship and that one person, you know, why do we keep going back to Hot Toys? I'm assuming, and I would trust, that we would get this Obi-Wan on pre-order. I would hope so, but it's not the first time that they've teased us before. You know, it looks great. It's beautiful. It's based right off the cartoons, right off the edge. So I would probably get it, to be honest with you. I honestly would probably get that if it goes into pre-order. But knowing the history with Hot Toys, and I would love to say excuses, but Hot Toys, they don't even give us excuses. And it wouldn't be the first. Yeah.
I think it's a pretty safe bet. If Anakin really starts to sell or sells out, you're going to see Obi-Wan. If Anakin just freaking dies out and nobody goes ahead and buys him or anything like that, then you know, you're not going to see you're not going to see Obi-Wan. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They have such a history of starting certain IP lines and then abandoning it. But for the folks who are joining in who are not aware, Hot Toys has a history of teasing us prototype characters in other pre-orders. Here's a perfect example right here. This is the Captain Marvel. A lot of teasable characters. We have Scarlet back there from Endgame. You have Mantis back there. Going on almost 2.5 years for the Wasp back there. I have her on pre-order. I got her pre-ordered in 2018. So I for the Star Wars fans out there, I'm actually kind of rooting for you. I really hope that Hot Toys is committed to the animated Clone Wars for Star Wars. I really do. It would suck if they just punked out on the Anakin stab and then just moved on. But you know that, Benjamin. You know the shaky relationship Hot Toys is.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Toys is always hit and miss. I mean, they go ahead and they, like you said, they start something and they don't finish it. I mean, they're very well known for Marvel figures. They're very, very well known for DC figures. But when it comes to other intellectual properties like RoboCop, you really don't really have a lot to go ahead and choose from. I mean,
No.
you know, even the Alien, they started to try to reboot the Alien franchise with going ahead and releasing Ripley, and then there was no. They didn't release Kane. They didn't release Dallas like they did before. The Power Loader is still up in the air. They do not have any of the Colonial Marines like from before. I mean, that's all dead. They tried to reboot Terminator, you know, with the new movie, and I guess, you know, they're going to have another Terminator figure coming out pretty soon, like, you know, Arnold, because it's going to sell. I mean, yeah, I know it's going to sell, but you know,
does he still have that? Do you think Arnold still has that that buying power as far as a 6-inch? I mean, as a 12-inch figure? Do you think? I didn't think Terminator. Seriously.
I think honestly, like, yeah, I mean,
Dark Fate. Really, you're going to defend Arnold on Dark Fate?
No, I mean, there's a lot of collectors out there that are Terminator fans, and they don't want to spend $500 or $600 for a DX Terminator figure.
Yeah,
and they're going to put out another Arnold Judgment Day Terminator figure or Terminator 1 figure for $250. It's going to sell like hotcakes because they're cult classic movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. Like Sideshow, they did the horror line. My buddy Carlos sent me the picture with the Sideshow horror line.
Yeah.
Where they have the Michael Myers and the Leatherface and the Scream, whatever, Ghostface Killer. And, you know, a lot of people started getting excited about those because, you know, they're cult classics and they have a following. And, you know, they're good. People are going to buy it.
If anybody believes in cult classics being able to sell, it would be me. You know, I've been lobbying for Back to the Future, continuing that specific line for quite a bit. I would love to see them finally commit to the Mark II and the Mark III DeLorean, telling even more characters from Back to the Future. 100%.
I think that line's dead. I think it's dead now.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to touch it anymore.
On the 35th anniversary too of Back to the Future. I mean, but you know, I mean, that's how I feel with Terminator.
We can keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah. Conan the Barbarian. I mean, everybody has their favorites. That's a perfect example. Hot Toys, Conan the Barbarian.
Hold on. Conan the Barbarian Chronicle Collectibles has a Conan the Barbarian, the original Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan exclusive. You can get this two of the swords with it. I have mine pre-ordered. And
that's right, the Chronicles. That's right. They're the ones who do the dinosaurs.
And it's a licensed Conan figure, and it looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So go check it out. If you're not sure about Conan, go check it out. Chronicle Collectibles. You can get it now.
Something else that was teased was Black Widow. This is really sad though, because the fact that well, it's sad that we don't have the film. We don't have the film to get us excited for it. You know, we've seen everything leaked. We know who the villain is, and the studio, just because of the current situation, it's really hard to get excited for something that you're not familiar with. This is a prequel story, right? And here's the thing. I mean, if Black Widow, the film, doesn't get a cinematic release and it doesn't get the buzz that it was anticipated to, there's no guarantee we would get these characters made. We don't have. Is this film lock, stock, and barrel for a theatrical release? Probably not. Isn't Tenet? Wasn't it just announced that Tenet was going to be released overseas and part overseas, part stream, or is that the Bill and Ted film? A lot of the studios are switching this to streaming.
that's the Bill and Ted film that was announced that was going to be streaming in over 10 whatever, Tenet, 10 whatever it is.
Tenet, yeah.
Christopher Nolan's next movie has been indefinitely canceled in the sense of they're not touching it. They're not even going to be releasing it. There's no date for it. It's been completely taken off the calendar.
Yeah.
So, until COVID gets under control and there's a vaccine and there's other ways for us to go ahead and go into movie theaters and be safe, then we're gonna. I'm the first that wants to go to movie theater. I miss going to movie theaters. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Yeah.
And it's really funny with this whole pandemic. What you realize that you miss, that you have normal interactions all the time, and then once it's gone, you're like, damn man, I really miss going into movie theaters and going seeing a movie, and on the big screen and enjoying myself. So
I'm with you. I don't miss the expensiveness of going to the theaters, but I do miss the tentpole films. I miss going to the summer blockbuster. That was one of the few things. And Black Widow, Tenet, these are tentpole films that would have really been, been phenomenally awesome.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it does affect merchandise. It's hard to get excited for something that is not out yet, and you want to just support the Marvel Legends, action figures, and things like that, especially with Black Widow. And it's sad. I mean, it's really it's just I don't know. It just makes me sad. It really does.
Like you said, the tentpole type of movies. I remember going to go see the new Ghostbusters and getting really hyped about Batman versus Superman and the last Jurassic World. All those movies just just got.
No, it really is. It really is. Maybe that's why the whole summer showcase for Hot Toys was kind of lackluster. it was kind of okay. It was kind of okay.
Okay. Yeah. My biggest thing was there was no risk. There was nothing really new.
Yeah.
There's nothing to get really hyped up about, to go ahead and sit there and go, wow, man, I'm going to go out there and get this. Like, I'm just mad crazy. I mean, look, we're collectors. We already have our collection is established. So we look for really great things that we want to add to our collection. Not just, I don't want to use the word anything, but not just, I want to collect another Iron Man figure. I want to collect something that's going to add to my collection because I'm having space issues. You know what I mean? So I want to add something that I can really enjoy and keep.
Me too. No, you're right. We've reached that age where you want something to be emotionally connected to,
right?
Not just filler. I kid with the audience on the cosplays and the vinyl pops, but I just don't see much emotional connection with certain products like that, where you're essentially just collecting it to build a wall. And maybe 20 years ago when I was younger, it'd be fun, during the Beanie Babies and things like that. But
you're comparing Funko Pops to Beanie Babies, dude.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. The same price point and everything.
Man. Absolutely. Oh my God, I must have like 150 Funko Pops, dude.
No,
you're talking to a Funko Pop wall.
I believe you.
you're like Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. I remember folks used to put them in waste baskets. Just put the Beanie Babies all piled up in a big mound. Do you remember that crap?
To go into the trash.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Without the movies, there's not as much advertising synergy. You're right. That's what it is. There's not that excitement. There's not that reason to get excited because there is no film. So reacting to
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
There just really isn't a lot there.
Yeah. Something on that on that sizzle reel was the Spider-Man. The
Spider-Man.
The Antioch. I think this, they feel confident with the PS4 spider suits, and
they are.
They really do, and I think this is something that's going to get released. Looks good. I mean, it looks really good. We did discuss about that. I love my Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the new Iron Man.
I just find it funny that you were like, you tore apart Funko Pops because they're just kind of like whatever, and then you go in and talk about Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man suit, but it's gonna be amazing.
Spider-Man sells. No, Spider-Man sells. Spider-Man sells. What do you feel about the little miniature Spidey Hall of Armor? Are you into any of that? This right here, let me show you. This little thing right here.
You know what? I actually do like. I like different
Yeah.
things. I think that the miniature Hall of Armor looks really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really neat to put with another Hall of Armor or other pieces that actually have to do with the universe. Definitely.
Yeah.
Easy buy.
So plain advocate, you know, I was kind of complaining about Hot Toys, like, oh, they're wasting their time with cause babies. They really should be focused on their main bread and butter. But this I like. This is still expanding outside the norm. It's not a Hot Toys. It's not a premium 1/6 scale figure. These are miniatures. I want to say what they're 6 inches, 5 inches, but they have this little miniature diorama. They're very well lit. The quality on them is phenomenal from what I can tell. So this I'm not against. Like, this feels like a collectible item. This feels like something that's not going to feel like landfill 2-3 years down the road.
Oh wow.
I'm telling you, all those little cause babies, the vinyl pops, all that little stuff, you know what? Yeah, it's like you're gonna be with that snow shovel, like, oh yeah.
Take those cause babies and throw them in the trash.
Yeah.
I could just see you like own a store and you're like, dude, who ordered these damn cause babies? Send them back to Sideshow, right? But you know, my thing is they are really good quality, just like the cause babies are. Yeah. And one of the reasons why they appeal to people is because they're very good quality. They're Hot Toys quality, and people like it. They look hard, you know, the accuracy, the lighting, everything looks spot on. So if you're gonna spend, you know, $500 on a miniature Hall of Armor suits, then this is the one for you.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. If you can't not buy a Hot Toys without getting in trouble with the missus or the mister, yeah, this is a great substitute here to hide on a credit card.
Use your points on it, man, or something.
Yeah. Segue into more Spidey. Ooh.
Oh.
Classic suit. Look at this.
I love it. I love this guy right here.
Yeah.
I love it. This is a beautiful piece right here. Classic nice? Spider-Man always looks great.
Marvel Spider-Man's the classic suit looks great.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that Hot Toys does not have to worry about is the death of Tony Stark. That was one of the biggest. It's like, oh, if Tony Stark dies, if Robert Downey Jr. steps out, what are we going to collect for suits? No, plenty of Spidey suits, tons of Spidey suits. You can build your own Spidey Hall of Armor, and they're stepping it up. Yeah,
stepping it up.
They sure are. Gorgeous, very, very gorgeous piece on there. Very, very nice. And then something else that went into pre-order, but we did discuss, but we didn't have the price, was Whiplash. And we're going to revisit this one again here. And your memory is better than mine. Do you remember what this particular figure retailed for back in 2010?
I think it was like $189 or $200 around that.
Oh, so it still was about $200 then.
Yeah, he was still a little pricey. Like even back in the day, I was kind of like.
Back. Okay.
Yeah, he was like $189 around that. Okay,
that's what I thought. I thought it was about $2 and change. So, plain advocate then, inflation wise, exact same figure, no improvements at all whatsoever. Yeah. I figured you'd get a kick out of that. I wanted to add this guy back.
You know what I would say?
Yeah.
I would say go on eBay or go on Sideshow Freaks and find somebody who's dumping the old one because they have to have the new one, and you could pick it up for like $150.
But there's no improvement. But the old, that was the problem. That was the thing, is that this guy was actually going for top dollar before this release.
Right.
He was going for top dollar. He really was, and you can kind of see that the Hot Toys management, they're starting to kind of go back into their catalog. They're starting to kind of go back into their catalog, and they're clearly looking at the secondary market. They're clearly going on eBay. It's like, this guy's going for about $400 or $500. We still have the print and press molds in the back in storage. No, I mean, yeah.
They don't say anything about Blade, okay? We just got to be quiet about that one. I got Blade, and I don't want him going to have him being remade, right?
Is he still a Grail piece?
Yeah, dude.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Hey, you know what? If you make them again, oh well.
For now.
I'll enjoy
Hold on to your grill piece, because I when no one was looking, I too would I'd cuddle in bed with my grill piece. Remember this grill piece?
Oh.
Yeah. He's not so special anymore, cuddling in bed. He's no grill anymore.
No, he's going into the wastebasket.
Yeah. No, I joke. I mean, it's folks who missed out on it. This particular one is the biggest joke in the community. Do you remember the whole controversy behind this one when this one was first released? Do you remember that, Benjamin? Going online, people passed up on him because it was just a repaint of the Mark 46. Do you remember reading comments like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember reading the comments about that and hearing about it. I remember my buddy Carlos told me about it. He was like, it's a repaint, this, and that, and that was it was kind of, I mean, there was kind of reasoning behind it. It wasn't just like it was unwarranted, but they didn't make a lot of them.
Nobody pre-ordered them. This is one of those characters too that, if my memory serves me correct, was released during a saturated point with Hot Toys. It was just a pre-order, and if you're a collector on a limited budget, you have to prioritize. Not so much that you would hate this figure, but in your mind, you create that scale. It's like, all right, well, this one has to go first, and I'm going to go back and get this one. Oh, you know what? K2SO looks okay. Let's put him back down over here so that I can get this one over here. And that's what happens. Something interesting too that I forgot who I was speaking to, and I'm warning people, and it's going to blow up. Is everybody's making fun of the Jawa Gonk droid set, and I'm going to tell you right now, that stupid little set is going to blow up, and it's going to piss people off.
It's definitely going to blow up, because it's one of those things where a lot of people aren't thinking about it right now. Star Wars really isn't hot, and if you really look at it, it's kind of those really quirky type characters.
Yeah,
and nobody's really going to buy it, and then they're not going to make a lot of them, and then the price is going to go through the roof.
Yeah, that's what happens. That is what happens when you don't support those little C-level characters that you think that aren't that important for your collection. And then when you end up with a 1/6 scale land speeder and you want to build that ultimate diorama, you're going to realize that you're going to want a little creepy little Jawa, touching your 1/6 scale land speeder. And then you go on eBay and then you see the stupid little thing is going for about $400. Mysterio is going to be hot too. I don't know when he finally is released. When's Mysterio coming out in 2022? Ben, what?
Yeah, I think it's actually going to be pushed back. I think they're going to have other. Again, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And on top of it, if you look at him, he's going to be hard to make in certain aspects. So they're looking at other things that they can just go ahead and pump out real quick, and then deal with Mysterio later on. So yeah, definitely 2021 late.
It feels that's the mentality in the factory. Kind of focus on the easier things, and two birds in one hand, or the one bird in the hand type mentality. One of the reasons why we got the Leia and the Ewok set so fast.
Yep.
There's really wasn't much production there. You just reused the same body for Leia, and you probably did some custom tailoring, and probably the hardest part was Wicket, the Ewok on there. But so
yeah, R&D wise with that figure, it really comes down to just the Ewok, really, and then like the costume kind of. So that's really what it is. That's what we're looking at. Is R&D comes down to Wicket. Pump them out.
Are you getting him? Did you get the Wicket, the Ewok? You're not doing the vintage Star Wars.
We're like me and my buddy are really like anti-Wicket, So we're just we hate that little son of a gun, man.
Yeah,
we don't want him, so just like get him out of here.
It's adorable. It's a cute little Ewok. It really is. All you need is to pop the little head off and have Warwick Davis's head on there, you know, and have Carrie Fisher, you know, with like her coke nail on there, you know, kind of petting him on the head. Yeah. The coke nail.
Oh man. Oh dude, she had more than coke in her when she died. She had everything.
I'm sure she was volatile. I'm sure she was she probably has to be buried in you know, I shouldn't talk about I love Carrie Fisher. We joke.
We don't want to talk about Carrie Fisher.
Joking. I love Carrie Fisher. I'm joking, but I'm sure she was buried in lead. I mean, she was probably so full of toxic.
Oh, that's horrible. Man.
No, I have Carrie Fisher. You guys know I have Carrie Fisher back there. Horrible. I grew up with a kid. Carrie Fisher was my mom. So wherever she's at, you know. Princess Leia. No, she was I got to be nice to Carrie Fisher, even though she was pretty. I'm sure she had like the right connections. I mean, she grew up in the 80s, so
she did. She obviously did. I mean,
she really did. So I mean, this is. I mean, other than these releases, there was nothing else. Oh, you know what? I forgot to talk about something. The Mark, the holographic Mark suit, which I did not upload a photo. Shoot, hold on, see if I can get a photo here. Hold on 1 second. Put on the light here. That was one of the things I wanted to get some light here. I wanted to know if I can get the page on here. The Mark, the holographic, it was mentioned that people are starting to get it. The holographic Mark IV, and shoot, I don't have the pricing on it, or I thought maybe I could open up a window on here. Hold on, maybe not. I don't know how to do that. Hold on. Oh, well, I don't have. Oh, that sucks.
Well,
I don't have. Yeah, but anyway, we can still talk about it.
Another beautiful Iron Man figure to go ahead and, you know, push into your solid Iron Man collection. Put a smile on your face next to your Spider-Mans, I guess.
Well, it retails for $330, and it's
no.
No, you're not doing it, are you?
No, man, it ain't gonna happen.
No. I'm gonna see if I can. I think I got the page up here. Hold on.
I have 3 Iron Man figures in my collection, and I'm good. I'm done. Call it a day.
That's it. That's it.
I know it sounds crazy, right? It sounds absolutely, you know, but it is. I'm done.
I'm sticking with toys, mechanical figure. Sticking with the toys. I opened the third party. Looks the same. We spoke about cable on the last stream on there.
The toys era.
The toys era. Yeah, the mechanical cable. Yeah, I'm trying to get you into the comments on here, Benjamin. But I'm sticking with the toys era, hoping that third party makes the shelf. They're having. I just the whole debate with Toys Era and non-licensed and licensed, it still ravages. You put it in the best way possible, collect what you like, assuming that it could always be made. And for me, I have nothing against Toys Era, nothing against it, but I would always prefer a licensed product because they have access to production materials that can get the accuracy as close as to the cinematic representation as possible.
Right.
Toys Era, they're essentially capturing screenshots from the film, and they're doing their best guessed judgment in recreating a third-party unlicensed figure. The problem with that is, to me, is the price, and I think Toys Era, they're starting to get a little bit too big for their britches, and they're starting to creep up to the licensing price, and that's where I have the issue. That's where I have the issue, because on Toy Origin's site and a couple of sites, the cable Toys Era was still up for pre-order for $299. That's outrageous. Outrageous for a unlicensed product asking for that amount in a pre-order when you have a licensed product from a reputable company like Hot Toys, and they're only asking for $270. There's a problem there.
Can I touch on this for a second?
Absolutely, go ahead.
There's a huge market for customs, right? And Toys R Us is kind of like falls in that vicinity, that area of custom, right? Because it's a third party. They make a custom figure that's mass produced for people. But there's all these other people that go ahead and make custom figures for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, like Beto and God, I can't think of the other guy, Redmond Toys,
Mm-hmm.
And Rain Man, and they make figures that are like $2,000-$3,000 one figure, and they don't have licensing for it at all. But people go nuts for these figures. They buy them all the time. But in all actuality, a third party, they're not paying for any of the licensing. So, and you know, I always kind of look at it like they're not really, because it's not licensed, they're actually stealing. The way I look at it, to a certain extent.
To an extent, you're right. You are stealing the intellectual property of a studio that created this character, and you're profiting off of it. So you're right.
So Beto and Rain Man are thieves.
No different than Toys era. No, you're right. It's piracy, right?
It is, dude. Because I mean, like, if you're gonna make a Joker figure for $3,000 made out of silicone, right? His head and everything like that, and it's like, dude, I mean, you're not paying for Heath Ledger's likeness, right? You're not paying for the DC logo, you know, like their licensing. So you're stealing.
Yeah, it's a form of piracy. Again, I mean, you know, that fear of missing out. It can be difficult, like I said, for a collector. You really want to collect certain characters, but again, to me, the grossness of these third-party companies, of these unlicensed parts, the fact that they can ask for so much more than a license, that's where I would probably stomp my foot. I'm like, no. And I know there's influencers out there, YouTube influencers out there that are wooed and are swooned by this stuff, and in essence, it does hurt the legitimate business. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as music and film.
Right.
It's a form of privacy. And what if Hot Toys was considering making that character, and they see that the market has now been saturated with that and so forth. Now, that being said, so that I don't get the comments on me, I do support. I have commissioned and I have supported certain third-party items.
We do support piracy.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if I will, but you know, and I'll mention it on this comment. I've already shared it. It's no big secret. I have backed Jazz Inc. dioramas. I do have the Justice League on pre-order, and I do have the Vulture on pre-order. I love Spider-Man. I really, really do. I backed those items, you know, kind of in my heart, assuming like, you know, these products really aren't gonna get made at a decent pre-order price. So I don't have it yet. I don't have the Justice League vehicle from Yoast yet, and I don't have the Vulture, but I am curious. I'm also a Kickstarter backer. I do love trolling Kickstarter. I do like trolling Indigo. I do support certain action figure ventures. I like to invest in certain things like that to kind of see the potential of that. No regrets with the Vulture. I really want to see what Jazz Inc. is going to do. I do have a slight regret with the Justice League vehicle because I feel that Hot Toys may still revisit that. I really do, based on the Snyder Cut. If the Snyder Cut takes off, I think you don't think so. You don't think Hot Toys would touch?
Let me tell you guys right now. I'm a big Batman fan, big DC fan. Love everything DC. I love Marvel too, but there's always a part of my heart that's with DC. And I'm going to tell you right now, Zack Snyder is not going to be able to go ahead and fix the Justice League. It's never going to happen because Zack Snyder didn't make a good movie. It doesn't really matter. You can go back and try to fix it whichever way you want to. If it's still a pile of crap, it's still a pile of crap. I don't know why everybody doesn't look at Batman versus Superman and go, you know, we gave him the key to make another movie, and it was garbage. I wonder why. I wonder why. I mean, go look at Batman versus Superman. We already got the Snyder Cut there. How much better is that movie? It's not. So what is Justice League Snyder Cut going to do? Nothing. It's going to do nothing. Some people are going ahead. They want to watch it so bad. Go ahead and watch it and enjoy it. All I can say is this. It doesn't really matter. The story is not that. It's just not that good. It doesn't really matter. What is he going to do to make Justice League so much better?
Oh, we don't know that. I'll play advocate on that. We don't know the full extent of the story. We have Josh Whedon, who came in and created his version and a property I don't think he really understood. I don't think he really connected with. So is it gonna, I mean, are we talking Oscar? No, probably not. But are we talking the loose threads that he started? Remember, there's a lot of loose threads in a lot of those films. You know, and you're the DC fan. I'm defending it for you. You know, I'm trying to.
I hope so. I really do hope so. But I really don't think that Snyder already had a shot with Batman versus Superman. He failed there. And then I feel like now he's going ahead and trying to make it a big deal. Oh, we got it. Whether or not Josh Whedon worked on the film, Snyder already started the film.
Yeah.
Okay. He was working on it maybe a half. I don't know what the percentage was, but there is still bones in that movie that have to do with Snyder. If you go back to that movie, it really doesn't matter. Those bones, they're broken. That's it. So, I mean, I don't know what he's going to do. The other 50% is going to make it better.
It's things like this, Benjamin. It's the black version of Superman. It's things like that are starting to leak. That
black version of Superman.
Really, you're not feeling it.
To be honest with you, because Doomsday was horrible. I mean, Doomsday was a Ninja Turtle in Batman versus Superman. He looked nothing like the comic books. He didn't even look really even cool. I mean, all I gotta say is like, why even go ahead and use the comic books as reference if you're just gonna go ahead and make every character look like garbage?
Yeah. Well, and then there was a lot of backstory. There was a lot of exposition with Cyborg and the Flash. He says it's a 3-hour film. So, hey, aren't you the one that wants to see Michael Keaton and the Flash together?
I do. Right. I do.
Well, we need the Snyder Cut for that.
I haven't completely given up on this. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that I'm wrong. I hope you're 100% right. I hope I'm 100% wrong. Snyder comes out and he wows me like when I first watched the 300. Or I love the Watchmen that he did. I love the Watchmen. Okay. But Sucker Punch, Batman versus Superman, and now Justice League. I mean, let's go down the list of Snyders that So I'm just saying. He's got to really. This is it for him. If he doesn't go ahead and produce now, he's done for. I mean, Snyder's not going to do anything. It's over.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. This is his second chance or his last chance. Like, the fans are clamoring for it. They've been lobbying for it. If you don't show us what you got, it's done. So no, I agree with you on that. My thing is that Hot Toys has been very successful. Capitalizing IPs on the small screen, The Mandalorian. And if, from what I understand with the HBO Max deal with the Snyder Cut, it may be broken up into segments, there's really nothing stopping Hot Toys from like, wow, the ratings are out the roof. Hey, we still have that license in the back from DC. They're still committed to making Harley. They still have the license. They're still making the Harley from that crap movie that she made. What's the one? It's the one that I was forced to watch through COVID, through the pandemic. Birds of Prey. There you go. It was for the. I rented it.
Crap. I mean, it was entertaining to watch, but it wasn't.
When you're locked at home, created from not being able to venture outside your home, and I mean, God, even Birds of Prey was like an Oscar winner. I mean, you're. I mean, you had nothing else to see, so nothing else to see.
Not all DC movies can be Wonder Woman and Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? Some people didn't like Aquaman.
Oh man, I hope so. I really, really do. I like I said, I hope that the Snyder Cut rejuvenates the DC, and we may. There's nothing let's stop. Like, hey, you know what? The Snyder Cut was a big success. Let's dabble into the DC IP and see what we can bring in for the fans. You know. But as for me, for now, I did pre-order the Golden Wings, just like you. You did pre-order the Wonder Woman Golden Wings. It's just one of those properties that I'm just very, very conservative. It's not like most people who watch me, who know me, I'm 100% committed to Marvel. Iron Man can do no wrong. Spider-Man can do no wrong. It's safe. It's comfort food. It's very safe. It's kind of like that warm blanket. I never have to worry about Iron Man. I never have to worry about Spider-Man, right? Right?
No, you do have to worry about Iron Man now because he's dead.
Well, with all the with the suits being printed out, I mean, Jesus, there's the neon, there's the rainbow edition, there's the holographic edition, there's the Stardust edition, there's going to be, you know, the Skittles edition, there's going to be the M&M edition.
No, but think of all the beautiful Iron Man figures when the new movies come out. And whether she's a girl, I don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah,
you can collect all those new figures, and they're just gonna go ahead and give you even more to enjoy.
Yeah. For now, I have Spider-Man. I mean, since Star Wars is dead, right? Since the prequel sequels are done, right? Since those have been, I mean,
it's pretty much done. The only thing I can see if they start making movies right now is start to do like a trilogy with Darth Vader. I mean that's the only way they're really going to go ahead and pull it out. You know, you just got to go from Darth Vader's aspect. It's got to go through like 3 different movies, and he's hunting down Jedi. He's killing them all. It's all that in a bag of chips, and that's what we want to see. I mean, everybody loves Darth Vader.
Yeah, Darth Vader would sell, wouldn't he?
That's not a bad.
That's not a bad pitch. Darth Vader, just a movie, a simple story. He's just chasing and hunting him down, like the game, like the video game, that one version where he was just hunting him down. So maybe then. Remember.
Yeah.
I forgot. You know which one I'm talking about? The one.
Yeah, I can't remember. Shadow of the Empire. It was one of those. You know.
I don't know. There's so many.
You know. Yeah. But it means like either like a Boba Fett movie, you know, something with the bounty hunters. You know, all the bounty hunters together. You know, you got to have Darth Vader or do a Darth Maul movie. You know, after the fact when he gets cut in half, he has the robot legs. You know, they've already established him in Han Solo. Yeah. So it's possible, but you know, like going forward from where Rey is at, and you know all of that, it's done. You know, the Last Jedi, the Skywalker, whatever, Return of Skywalker, or whatever. My name is Skywalker. That's all done. We're not going to go visit that saga anymore. I don't want to.
No, I don't want to either. I don't. But we have the Mandalorian, so you know we got the Mandalorian. You know, well, it'll keep us. Yeah, it'll keep us. Everybody's in love with Baby Yoda or the child, so. It'll hold us out. It'll do good. We should sue. Nah, I don't think so. We should read this comment. Poor Cyborg. Poor shit. Maybe. Hey,
we should sue Hot Toys for no Cyborg.
I don't. Yeah. You know, they won't make Cyborg, but they'll make a Jawa and a Gonk droid.
Again, R&D, man. I mean,
R&D. Yeah.
It's gonna take to make the Cyborg suit with all the LEDs and different stuff like that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. All right. Well, this is it. We've come to the end of the show. I want to say thank you, folks. Thank you for joining. This was fun. Comic-Con at home. Big crap. Benjamin, what you got for the audience?
Well, I got a shout out to my buddy Todd at Todd Action Toys over at Frankenstein's. If you guys in California have ever been to one of the largest collectible places in all of California, which is Frankenstein's, Todd Action Toys, or Todd Action Toys. And I think it's booth 405. He makes custom dioramas. He has Hot Toys. He has Sideshow. He has vintage Star Wars figures. That's my boy right there. And you get a chance, go ahead and check him out because he's definitely worth looking into.
Are they open? Are they open for business back again with the mask?
As far as I know, they are. But you know, California's kind of weird, right? Like it's been shut down, it's been reopened. Then it's shut down. So I would definitely go ahead and check and see if they're open. But as far as I know, they are.
Yeah, I hope so too. I know the Peterson Museum is closed. I know it was opened and it was back up again.
Right.
For those of you who aren't aware, the Peterson Museum is where they have the Hollywood cars, Batmobile, DeLorean.
Been there, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been there. I wanted to go check it out. They had the Cybertruck on display, and I wanted to go check it out. And right when I was playing the Cybertruck, the Tesla Cybertruck, I wanted to go check it out.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. I got it on pre-order. Yeah, I threw my $100 on it. Yeah, stainless steel. Come on now, DeLorean, stainless steel body, electric. A form of energy. I mean, I'm all for that. I'm all for that tech. End of the world. Come on now.
You're gonna have to take me for a ride in that thing off roading.
Yeah.
I want to see what that baby can do.
No, I definitely. I've been craving a DeLorean, but I'm like, you know what? I could see myself riding in a Cybertruck.
You can buy a DeLorean.
Yes, right. But the thing with the DeLorean is that I don't have an extra garage, and I wouldn't want to keep it outside the home. I'm not one of those, like, if it's not near me where I can touch it and lick it, I'm not going to pay for remote storage. So, but a Cybertruck, I could weasel it into the family, and like, hey, I can pick up the kids and all this nonsense. So I can turn it into a family camper. So that'd be it. So anyway, enough of that. Folks, thanks for watching. This was fun. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I appreciate you.